What's up guys, DuArktik here with another Marvel Strike Force video, and in this video I'm going to take a look at some Cosmic Crucible matches. We are facing Carrot, and this is not something I'm going to do every weekend. It depends if we have some interesting matches or not, because I think game modes like Alliance Wars and Cosmic Crucible, they kind of get repetitive when the meta is established. And that's why I'm going to upload a few videos of Cosmic Crucible every now and then, when I have some interesting matches. And today we have definitely some interesting matches. We have a very surprising combination that works extremely well. I was very surprised, and that's going to help us going forward. We are on Diamond Plus. Diamond Plus is Diamond when you are almost on Masters, but it's becoming harder and harder to get to Masters because of something we are going to talk about in another video. So I'm on Diamond Plus, which is between 1800 and 1900, and so yeah, the matches are top quality. So let's get started, and as always, if you like the information on this video, make sure you share it with your friends on Facebook and Discord. If you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe and make sure you smash that like button. So let's get started. Okay, so our first match, we have the Web Warriors with this counter that I made up a few weeks ago, and I have 100% win rate with this team, and that's in like what, 50 matches or something. It always win. Blob, Magneto, Colin Wing, Shang-Chi and Misty Knight. So we are using 4 trash characters to beat the Web Warriors, which is a very common team on Crucible defense. And I mentioned this in the past, like this is the legit way to win, and you want to focus on the 2 main characters, which is Ghost Spider and Scarlet Spider. They have very big damage, and you want to avoid that. Now, you saw a trick that I did right there, is in case Miles dodges, he's going to get offense up and some other buffs. Then you want to focus Shang-Chi on Miles, so because of those 2 buffs, Shang-Chi does additional damage to everyone else. Okay, so we remove Ghost Spider and also OG Spider-Man. Now we have to go after Scarlet Spider, and you can see that even with all these negative effects, this is on the 3rd room, defense reversal. That's why all the deflects and so on are being flipped. As you can see, it's not a problem, because first you are applying offense down to the enemies because of the combination of the 3 heroes for hire. And also because Shang-Chi, whenever he does his special, he clears all those negative effects away and heals by quite a nice amount, getting all those hero for hire characters to the maxed health. Now, we lost the Magneto, that's fine. What matters about Cosmic Crucible and Scourge and everything is to complete the entire run, so the efficiency is just meaningless in case you have a good defense. Okay, so now we have an unusual match. And this is something that I've been facing more often at Diamond Plus, is new, it's Dark Hunters with Zemo. So I was not exactly sure what to use. I still didn't figure out exactly a good counter for this. On this specific day, now a few days after, I already have a new counter. But because we are not facing any Wakanda or any Infinity Watch on defense, we could use the Young Avengers against this team, which is quite useful because they apply all those negative effects. Usually this team has a nice amount of resistance and a nice amount of health, and of course if you have the T4 on Squirrel Girl, she can clear all those negative effects away. Okay, so as you can see, I'm always very lucky on Cosmic Crucible. They ability block, of all characters, they had to ability block Squirrel Girl. So there was a chance that I could have lost this match. But as you can see, these guys are so beefy that we came through anyway. And this is a good thing about Kate Bishop. And once again, I have Kate Bishop as a skirmisher. I mentioned this in my previous videos. Because you really want her to always land the blind and the slow against whichever enemy it is. It's very important that she applies the slow and the blind. So we have 2 blinds or 3 blinds on the enemy team, so we have nothing to worry about, even that we have the ability block on Squirrel Girl, because once again I'm so lucky. out of 5 characters, I always focus on the on the one that they shouldn't. Okay, so Ghost Rider is gone, so we don't have any retaliation attacks, and even as long as he's blind, the retaliation attacks are not important. Here we got a little bit unlucky, we lost our Miss Marvel. I'm not sure exactly how Morbius was able to remove all the death proofs. I don't remember his kit by 100% to know exactly why. But yes, she had 2 deflects and Morbius completely removed those deflects and killed her. I think it's because of the health steal. Maybe it bypasses the death proofs. And now we are just finishing off. We have Dr. Voodoo and we have Morbius, but this is very overkill. But because we had nowhere else to use this team, it's fine. As long as we win, who cares? Okay, so now we have another unusual match, and this is on Cosmic Catastrophe. And we are going. The one before it was on room 4, on the room where you have no speed manipulation, the slowdown room. So we are on Cosmic Catastrophe, and I was not sure exactly which team to use, but I thought about using Dr. Voodoo to apply ability block to the enemies and also apply defense down. So that is going to increase the damage output of Dr. Doom. So even if you do his special, that's still going to hurt. The characters, we don't have death pool, so you can use the special of Dr. Doom right away. And we have Shang-Chi and the Cloak. So our goal is going to be give some barrier to Dr. Doom, and then the damage from Shang-Chi and the barrier from Dr. Voodoo should be enough to trigger the passive for Dr. Doom. Unfortunately, I got stuck behind this guy, the Red Guardian, but as you can see, Dr. Doom now has the barrier. If he would not have the barrier, Shang-Chi would probably be able to kill him. That's why it was so important to use Dr. Voodoo together with Dr. Doom. Okay, so we are going to flip that defense up, or at least try. And now we are going to explode. We just want to remove a few of the characters. So unfortunately, none of the problematic characters went away. But Cloak is already very low. And you can see that now we have Ghost Rider attacking. He's applying a bunch of negative effects. Ghost Rider is already very fast, but he also has nice base damage. So some characters like Black Bolt, they are nice because they are slow and they get all those turns, but with Ghost Rider it's not a problem. His speed is actually something good because once again, not only has the big base damage, but he also has the different abilities that he does. Okay, so unfortunately this Shang-Chi was being way too annoying. I tried to apply offense down now to him, and Ghost Rider is going to be able to finish him off together with Dr. Doom. Nothing to worry about at this point. It was unfortunate, but once again what matters is to clear all rooms. Okay, now we are going to face the Black Order, and for some reason the Black Order is becoming more and more common on Cosmic Crucible defense. Maybe just this week, but all the three enemies, yes, that I faced, all of them had Black Order on defense. So I decided to use one of the characters that counters the best the Black Order, which is Dr. Octopus, and use them together with the X Factor. Now in this video I didn't play it properly because I didn't remember exactly the strategy. If you want to spam attack all abilities, or if you want to do just single target. In this video we are going to do attack all abilities, but in a probably upcoming video with a different match I did instead a single target damage, and I felt that it was a little bit better. So we are starting off with the defense up. I'm not exactly sure if that's the best way to go about it, but probably. But I still think that because the Black Order doesn't have any deflects, we can use the defense down first and then use the defense up. So this is something that I have to practice a little bit more. And I like to keep Dr. Octopus behind Polaris and also behind long shot. So whenever Dr. Octopus has his turn, and if he's charged, he's going to give speed up to Polaris because she's very slow, and also give deflects to long shot to increase his survivability. Okay, so Corvus Glaive is gone, Proxima Midnight is gone, Thanos does his ultimate, and my Dr. Octopus went very low. which is surprising, but all these Thanos that I have been facing, all of them are 7 red stars and whatever, so that's a big problem. Now, if any of your support characters, like Dr. Octopus, is very, very low, support, I mean additional characters that you are using with the X Factor, in case they are very, very slow, what you want to do is the basic with the Polaris. That will give barrier to the lowest health character, even if they are not X Factor. So in this case I used the special, but I should have used the basic to increase the survivability of Dr. Octopus. Fortunately enough, it wasn't a problem. You can see now him getting the barrier, but of course he has insane amount of health. But it's still nicer. Just make sure that you do the ultimate and then do basics with Polaris instead of doing the special, because it's usually unnecessary to use a special. Now we have the slow, and you have to remember that bleeds and this type of health steal abilities, they bypass barrier. So even if you have a lot of barrier, if you have bleeds or health steal being applied upon you, you can still use your characters. Unfortunately, it was not the case, and also because I have multiple men as a healer, whenever he takes a turn, he's also giving some healing back to Dr. Octopus. So this is a great counter. Okay, so now we have the interesting, very, very interesting combination that I mentioned at the beginning of the video. We have the unlimited X-Men with Kestrel. I was not expecting how good this is going to be, but the passive from Kestrel and the passive from Gambit triggering all the time is just insane. And of course we went to use them on against the Uncanny X-Men, because this is uncommon, and I was a little bit concerned because they were quite big, and this is on room 6 where you cannot get turn meter. So using Secret Avengers here was pointless, but of course you still want to use Kestrel. Now I got very unlucky there. As you can see, I got 3 stuns in the face, but that's fine. The team is beefy enough because of all the stats they have. And Kestrel, she has defense up and she's fast, so that's not a problem as well. And she also has immunity to the stun, so easy way to deal with it. Now what you want to do is to make sure that you kill Phoenix after Kestrel has her second turn. So like this, the Phoenix summon, the Dark Phoenix summon that is happening right now is going to be blocked, but when Magic has her turn, it's also going to be blocked. So both summons are blocked, otherwise it's going to be a problem for you. Okay, so you saw there the second summon of Dark Phoenix being blocked. And now look at this, we have Gambit and we have Kestrel. Both of them, they are going to do so much damage, it's just insane. And Gambit, he has insane amount of drain when he's on stealth. So look at that, he went back from 40% health to full health, and now he's getting all these dodges and speed ups. And yeah, with these speed ups, he attacks the characters with defense down, and then he triggers the passive from Kestrel, and then he triggers his own passive at the end of the turns of the enemies. It's just such a ridiculous combination that if you don't have Sunfire, you can plug in a Kestrel on this team and she's going to be amazing. Okay, and for the final match, we have a Darkhold on defense. Yikes, I really don't like to face Darkhold on defense on Cosmic Crucible, but I wanted to try out this strategy that I thought that it would be possible to work. We just need to have the right team. So usually I use Secret Avengers here, but this time I have Weapon X, so I want to see if it's going to be possible to use the Web Warriors plus Symbiote Spider-Man to burn the abilities of the Darkhold. So we are going to sack Darkhold with Web Warriors. We want Agatha and Morgan Le Fay to use all of their abilities, so the special and the ultimate. And then Doctor Strange Supreme is not super relevant, so that's all we want. And the Web Warriors together with Symbiote Spider-Man, they have additional 60% health and they have that big chance of dodging and so on. So it's a very, very good team to sack the Darkhold. And I tried to do this before, once again, but it was sacking with the Web Warriors and then use the Secret Avengers. That never worked out because my Secret Avengers, they don't have enough health, or I don't know. but this time we have the Weapon X, so I'm really curious to see if we are going to be able to defeat them or not. And if this is a valid strategy, then we can start using it in future matches. Okay, so we burn all the cooldowns for Morgan Le Fay and from Agatha Harkness, both of the ultimate and the special. And you can see the amount of dodges that these web warriors are doing. Unfortunately, OG Spider-Man had disrupt, so he was not able to get more evades. And the match is over, but we did exactly what we wanted. We burned all their abilities, and now we are ready to go with the Weapon X, and we can destroy them right away. The main targets are going to be Agatha Harkness, Strange Supreme, and Scarlet Witch. Scarlet Witch, she can be a problem in case she didn't use her healing ability yet, the special, so you need to pay attention to that. And Strange Supreme is going to be based on his damage, but you can see he has Raider Eyes Away, so usually that's not a big problem. With the Striker or Skirmisher, I'm a little bit more scared of it because he clears so many positive effects from our team because of the additional focus or additional chances of flipping positive effects. Okay, so here we go. This is on room 4, so you have to be careful with the speed up. So here, instead of using the special, I use the basic, otherwise I would get slow and trauma, and I definitely don't want any of that. And you can see that the enemies, they're all level 86. I still didn't level up any character to level 86, I think it's unnecessary. Okay, so here we go. Basic with Omega Red, as I mentioned. Now with Wolverine we keep attacking Agatha Harkness. Unfortunately he has offense down, so the damage is going to be kind of lame. And now Strange Supreme with his ultimate, no problem, we have the defense up. And we don't have many negative effects. And now we go back against Agatha Harkness. We could try to use the ultimate from Silver Samurai to finish her off, but she has way too many death proofs, and I thought that I would possibly not be able to finish her off. I still did it, so she's not going to stealth. That's another way to go about it, is making sure that she's not going to stealth. She's still stunned, we failed to finish her off, and it looks grim, it seems like we are going to lose, but Agatha Harkness is finally gone. So now you are going to use the ultimate with Lady Deathstrike to clear as many negative effects as possible. And this is a good reason why the Weapon X is so good. It's because most of these characters get health whenever they have their own turn, and they also get barrier whenever the enemies have their own turn. So this is why this team is so amazing. Maybe don't have the best stats like the Darkhold, but they are still one of the best, if not the second best team for sure. Okay, so Scarlet Witch is gone. Now it seems like we are lost, but look how much barrier we have. And now Wolverine with an insane 900,000 crit completely destroys the enemies. And something very important to know is that on a 1-on-1 situation, Omega Red wins against Morgan Le Fay. This is very important because Omega Red just has way more health steal than Morgan Le Fay has, and because of that we can just wait and finish her off. But I decided to go early on for her since we still have so many characters. Let's just rush it and finish this, because even that we have all these characters, they are quite low, so we lose Silver Samurai, so no more barrier for hers. And now Wolverine goes. Wolverine with his 100% block chance is just insane. We finish off Morgan Le Fay, and now we just have to put on auto and just go through. So you can see that Omega Red gives speed up to himself. It only flips to speed down whenever he has a stun, so you can still use the special in case you want to use his abilities. And this is something I didn't do before, and this is something that we can change in the future. Okay, so these were all the the matches against Carrot. Once again, this is on Diamond Plus, between 1800 rating to 1900. And unfortunately it's not going to be possible to reach masters, but it's because this game is so poorly designed. But once again, like I mentioned, we are going to talk about that in a future video. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you learned something from it and found it entertaining. If you did, make sure you share it with your friends on Facebook and Discord. If you are new to my channel, make sure you subscribe for more Marvel Strike Force content, and I will catch you guys later.